Yeah. So Amachance sat down again. You know what I'm saying? Got the pen roll. Well, the pen bros, right? I mean, that's what they do. They little thing. No, I did not do that out loud. Yeah, but when you have them locha pros in the building, you know what I'm saying? I know it's about to be pretty much insightful. It's long as fuck though. I don't think I'm gonna sit through the whole thing. Mara featuring TV, let's see what's up.
The effects that we are starting to see, guys, in real time, manje, in current society, and the direction that we're going?
Because of scrolling.
No, just in social media. Like, what are you guys picking up on? Because I want to go into a deeper topic, but I just want to use this one almost to segue into that one.
Be fair.
How man?
That's all.
Can't you want a polite answer? You asked me what is the effect of social media and the impact it has on society. You had your idea in it. I'm telling you.
What about you, Fabi?
It has increased it.
I'm gonna give you the too. You know this nigga Upensin. Or like just talking about females, bro. I think it's like it sort of strikes a nerve somehow. It's like content. I mean, I respect what he has to say about certain shit. You know what I'm saying? The insights that he has and whatnot. But it's like it's female centered, bro. Like, or maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I mean, there's undertones of or overtones, however you want to see it, of other maybe life lessons, machita, this, that, and the third. But it's always like when a female does this, or when a female behaves like this, or bossy, you know what I mean? Like it addresses them, or maybe the issues that they have, or you know what I'm saying, how they are an advantage or disadvantage in society, shit like that, bro. But it's like always female centered, and you know what I'm saying? Things was I don't know, you know. It's probably in his attention a lot. Maybe because of experience. I don't know. But probably is, obviously, right? But yeah, that's what I've noticed. So, give me the fit. Hell, and
the impact it has on society. You had your idea in it. I'm telling you.
What about you, Fabi?
It has increased it. I think
girls have become Fabi because of social media influence.
I think it somewhere sharp, you know.
Somewhere what?
Promiscuous.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
what I'm saying is now Zota Wabantu Fetu does whatever she does. I think when a girl is sitting at home, they're like, Emma, today I'm gonna next. I want funny vibe fanda.
Sure.
It's like okay, it's possible. I just need to have Uber money, go to a club, in the morning, something.
Unfortunately, they don't even go with Uber money. But sorry.
Yeah, you know, travel like that for me, one of the issues that I'm seeing.
Imali yokuya.
Yeah.
I necessarily yokuya.
Just to land a fair. Land a fair like I'm not sure. Coming back, food,
the people that do literally sponsor them, as in the whole night they sponsored until itinerary type shit. Yeah. When I send the lenga, you come through, there's enough to come through, there's enough to blah 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 blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when it gets to that point, it's like, dude, whatever I say though when you get here is what goes. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's just how I see. That's how I think about it.
You know. So for me, one of the issues that I have with social media is the women embracing bufebe in the name of this is who I am. It's my identity. I've been oppressed for too long,
and for
so this is how I identify now. You can't tell me how I must behave. So I think immorality has went down because of social media.
Who defines morality?
I mean, I wanted to ask him who define what is febe. Because I've had this conversation with many girls where they'd say, like, febe is a body count of 30 plus, for example. Like, so umuntu na 27 nje, akayona isifebe body count, but as an example. So when umautu febe, what are you saying? multimorality. Uthini?
But kitchen that which I got to like she just loves mfethu. Ukida majita, one for fun or one for inyugo mfethu.
That's why I get the Pensin. You know what I'm saying? When the Pensin brothers, when both of them are in each other's company, it's like the one just wakes up and asks the right. You know what I'm saying? Because like he's like, yo, this actually, in my opinion, this is a good question to ask, because he's like, yo, then what defines Ufebe, right? Because we can't be like, now there's anything wrong umuntu otanda uba just out there, like outside, hey, we outside type of talk. You know what I mean? Umuntu othandela nje, like outside spaces, you know, couple of grooves, whatever, you know, couple of groove nights a week type. Maybe that's an addiction at that point. Mara, just that being who you are versus okay, I feel like umuntu nje all loose ngama desires, dog. That's what you know what I'm saying? Like you're loose with your desires, so you're ran by your desires, and now when your sexual desires is what you kinda are inclined to you know, follow the command of, right? Your sexual desire. It's like molandela leyo. Obviously now, from outside looking in, you look like a person who's just loose in terms of your sexual desires. Mara, obviously, as I established with the concept of just being loose, you know what I mean? Yeah, like even on your last, for example, let's say I'm fit to fast food addiction type, whatever, right? Like you literally spend your last sleeper getting whatever fast food that's gonna chow up like 80% of that money, when you know you're gonna be broke for the next 2 days before your next, you know what I mean, your next advance or whatever. So it's like that decision over there, number one, you were loose with the fact that you desired this shit so much that you didn't consider other things like your responsibility. Like, yo, we can actually fund ourselves and feed ourselves for like, maybe the next 2 days you want to get things that will like feed me for the next 24 hours type shit. I mean 48 hours type shit. So because it's called Nizintongas, you know what I mean? So Lobo ne is another version of Upfebe. You know what I mean? Febisa like your desire to get that quick little whatever fast food, whatever that you got, right? So you let that fuck your mind over. Now we can actually get into a bag of like whatever 500 gram rice, blah blah blah, beans, you know what I'm saying, sibimnan, whatever, you know what I mean? So the sensible thing, but then again, isn't it all subjective? Would it like, okay, when you feel like I have to be sustaining myself for the next 2 days? No, the fact that that's gonna put pressure on me. I want to feel good. I want my body to feel good in the moment, and that's what you feel like is the right thing. Then obviously you're gonna make that decision. You're good, as in, let me go get that little quickie real quick, bro. It's nothing serious, bro. As Joe, we're not emotionally connected, right? I'm circling it back to the promiscuity, the whole expectation of Uti Upfere is that specific thing. Just the lady that gets dick punched up in her stomach regularly. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know what I mean? It's like, no, it is a for dick. Makes you think number one, irresponsibly. You know what I'm saying? Number two, like a loose screw, etc, etc. It can go on. My bad though, for yapping. Like, I just wanted to get that across though, because he's asking a good question. I ain't gonna lie.
So you're saying because of social media, there's been an increase in girls liberally sleeping with men,
yes,
for good times or for money.
Yes.
And if it weren't for social media, fewer girls would be doing that, or there'd be a lower propensity of that.
Let me just say, fewer girls would be doing it.
So they're influenced by social media.
But I feel like each generation, if you get before born, but like from Indlalini, so it was from like, you know, some poverty induced type of decision making. You know, the fact that, yeah, because, you know, back in the day, obviously there wasn't like more things, you're in the streets with it, you're not marketing yourself with the whatever, like you do what you do, it's business. We have to eat tonight. You understand what I'm saying? But then again, at the same time, the generation that generation gave birth to, I don't know where the disconnect like happened, but it's like, to them it's more, I feel like the business is more in showing yourself, like it's in the look, because that's what social media has made shit credible for. It's just how you look like, right?
Yeah.
I think it is a
and celebrities.
high influence. Yeah, no, definitely. It is a high influence. I think also, equally as well, it is a high influence on Amajita that now want to spend and impress women. Okay. And I think it's because of social media as well. They're seeing that guy dressed in this way,
Buying bottles,
and it's like, nice fun. That guy was selling your last 5 tower. He's at the club. You went there to spend the tower.
Sure.
Wasn't it what I just said? Uti, that guy is actually loose ngalit desire like. It's his last 5 thou. You understand what I'm saying? But I feel like a guy like that is not even thinking, Uti, okay, what else can I do ngalit 5 thou? I feel like, yes, like I feel like your mental capacity, your mental vocab, dog. Like in terms of your mental field, like what your mental field covers in terms of when we're about to make a decision, what else hits you besides, hey, this little thing that I can do real quick, real fun, real, you know what I'm saying, real nice, fire. Like, doesn't it hit you with the, damn, let me circle back, it's go mara loya mashonisa loya, fuck, he's gonna be on my tail, he's gonna break in my house, blah blah blah. I think you feel me? Ah, shit. And then we ask if you do little whatever, I don't know. My crease, I was crying about the young, you know what I'm saying, 0.5. Shit. Who's sitting at 500? Alright, and then we can get a little bottle of 4.99, 3.99. So you have to. So it's the pressure. So you have to at the same time. You know what I'm saying? The pressure is so much, bro, is that you don't even consider anything else. That is sad.
I used to be umashonisa and Amachita would call me on Friday night, Saturday night. Bese maklapini. Beboleki imali.
Yeah.
Introducing Honor.
Crazy. Mad interesting.
Yeah.
Ngesinye isikhathi athi kusecela i-wallet kule number le. Khona i-sheriff ethi kumele
ithole something.
So lento adisha bathi Uber awuthumele le cherry nyuku mfethu udinga imali azokwazi ukugebeleza kimi.
Yeah.
You don't think Amachita there's also been an increase in promiscuity on their side because of social media, especially
100%.
Instagram nama slay queens, Amachita DM, Tinder, Amachita swipe ukuthi kuse nali khekhe lilahlile.
Damn.
Awuthi ngibangene. Awuthi ngingene.
100%. So for now, there's a moral decay because of social media. Yeah. There's a serious moral decay.
Who defines morality? How do you define morality?
I mean, how I grew up, morality was just defined
How
by,
I grew up.
Yeah, how I grew up. Yeah.
Okay.
Because now you know change, you know.
Subjective.
Church, because I grew up in a church environment, so it was church and what see. I know.
So immoral man.
In no, I'm fine now. I didn't.
Okay, so does it mean you're immoral now just because you're not hitting the church like as much anymore? But then think about it. In fair to, yes, I used to hit the church maybe with Granny back in the day, blah blah blah, every Sunday, whatever. And then, bro, you became the person that you are today, right? You probably became busy, you know what I'm saying? But to do the right thing, you became a nigga who has this career that keeps you busy, to do the right thing, to raise a family, to, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that you're there, you're responsible, you know what I'm saying, you provide everything like that. Obviously, that's gonna suck up all that time for church. So not just because that sucked up the time for church, so you backslid, you don't count in the kingdom, in the 144,000 anymore. Awusabalwa. Come on, bro. Asking the right questions. I feel like what I did, ne? Penton is 242 now. Yeah, Penton is 242 in terms of young total questioning. I see you give you them fit.
As I grow, I'm realizing I didn't need the church for morality because me, in general, I'm a good person. So me. So I didn't need.
What defines the goodness, though?
Why do you need to tell us that?
I need laying Chalama sing.
We are no good person. The way you grew up versus Itamalako. Do you think you were as moral as Itamalako? The way he grew up, or do you think he was more moral?
I think maybe he was.
Because I'm asking the way I grew up. Thing? I'm trying to ukuthi mhlambe khona ama 2000 nazothi we're much better than
we so moral.
Yabo. Khona ingane manje ena 14 ejudge ingane na 20. Yeah, you guys are disgusting, Tina. We used to listen to Destiny's Child. Tina, we're like, Destiny's Child.
Those whole generational, yes, bro, from parent to kid and shit like that. You know, without understanding, so you guys were like this, that. We used to come, 18 people shang ama rubber belt. Mfethu ngena phi mina mfethu yabo. Endo tathina mfethu school. Didn't have school shoes to go to school. Spale mina ngazi.
I think as time goes, in fact, I think the morality just.
Thina sisibuko Tupac beqimbile, two more Thug Life nabo fuck you bitch nigga.
My grandmother was like, why are you guys watching this thing? I think she even stopped us from watching that nonsense. He needs you know when I watch this thing in my house.
Hizo like religiously.
Young told so me
to study Hizo.
I mean
Kulenge hip hop in Nhlamba.
Mystica, yamazi ingoma ebizwa ngePussy Crook.
Man, I didn't listen to hip hop growing up, so I don't know anything about it. I grew up with Kwaito.
Uyakubona nje uthi soft.
Yeah, Tina, I wouldn't.
It's ingoma, don't fail me now.
Yeah, but that's own shit. I ain't gonna lie. Really,
they call me the Pussy Crook. That's a song about rape. And he used to sing.
All about how when the first about. Man, I went to the crib with a
Wi-Fi.
I get it though. I get it.
Hi-Fi.
What the fuck is that?
Shout out Trippy Red.
Yes, I know. I'm asking for your audience. We've got a young audience. About in Hi-Fi. What's a Hi-Fi? Is it a cow? Is it a Hi-Fi cow?
I was do talking. What am I as Hi-Fi? Go Google it.
But in Hi-Fi techniques.
Don't fail me.
No, that's not. That's not techniques. That's not.
What's a Hi-Fi?
Is it?
Yeah, phone in the bag and sharp.
What's a Hi-Fi?
A Hi-Fi is what a soundbar is. It's like radio, FM,
CDs, yeah.
Hi-Fi.
Yeah. Do you know what we saw?
You guys are not explaining this thing properly.
A boombox. A ghetto blaster.
It wasn't a boombox. What was a Hi-Fi?
It was a
small sound system.
It was a ghetto blaster.
The Hi-Fi was a small sound system.
Hi-Fi was like 5.1 sound. 5 speakers, 1 subwoofer. It had a CD and a cassette.
It was a skyscraper. It was a skyscraper of music.
Hi-Fi.
Don't make it sound like a Wii phone. It's like a soundbar, radio FM.
The fuck?
Describe it to the audience that doesn't know. What is a Hi-Fi? What was a Hi-Fi?
A boombox. A ghetto blaster. Yoni Hi-Fi leyo. Wongayazi. Oh.
We got a tears. He had a tears, bro. He used to boom blast that thing in the tears. Shama Twitter Maya. Yay. Penson, bro. I'm telling you, Penson is on the flawless run today, dude. He's showing, you know what I'm saying, Penny, bro. Come on.
It's playing it up for a pen.
I mean,
doesn't define a monitor in a computer. Monga tells her what's a computer. They're like, oh, you mean like your laptop or your tablet? You're like, no. I mean, it's Google with the girls. With the tower on the side.
My project, plastic, pushy project,
I interrupted you. A Hi-Fi was like a music system that was really
remember
big.
Those like they would last months,
music system that had CDs for cassette tapes, which people may not know.
I think I was in
and it had
two
big speakers, but it was a mini skyscraper of sound and music with lots of knobs.
Because
Lo mutle bakathi don't pay me. I was like bakahlaba and then beyiwa.
Uthi they call me the pussy crook. Cabanga, this is me 11 years old rapping
Ignorant.
But this has to
But being influenced.
because this is all putting some
11 years old. This nigga was singing with Dick Don't Fail Me Now in the kitchen trying to cook food for the family. That's crazy. Because I would kabang when I influence Dick Don't Fail Me Now. Imagine when Abu Wayne, dog, Abu Young Money. I was 11 when them niggas came out in the scene. Oh, I think man, when Drake blew up, I was like 12. I was saying Abu best I never had. I think that was like 8. Almost exposed my shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was around that time. I don't want to attribute it to the. Okay, let's move on. Young Todd. So when Abu Dick Don't Fail Me Now, bro, I was like, lick it like a lolly high. And say, lick it like a lolly high. Come on, dog. Abu win, Abu Drake, Abu. Best I ever had. Go 18, Hey, that verse, dog. I ain't got no stripes, but I can make that pussy whistle. Like the Andy group. Like things in some sort of shooting, they were just talking about that shit just casually, bro. Just like, man, pussy money weed. You feel what I'm saying? And obviously from that, as the Arizona generation Utimanje, when the people who are influenced by that thing in terms of maybe wanting to do the same thing, they be saying the same shit, dog. The same blatant ngesintu sagini. They call it disrespectful, and I'm telling. I'm not my
foundation within that subconscious mind. Somewhere or not. We spoke about this earlier on that picture where the lady posts and she said they met each other on TikTok and then 9 months later they got married. You know, and I was like, look, that's the whole movies that we were raised on. That love at first sight. That, oh my gosh, you know.
Why are you shaking your head?
I don't condone such, man.
But then,
is it worse to meet on TikTok than to meet at Pick and Pay?
Hey, bro. You never know what will happen.
That's that morals question, dog. Again. Because we're getting...
Very good stuff.
No,
like
but
they met on TikTok, but that's a beautiful thing. But that's where they met. It could have been at Pick and Pay.
Yeah. Man, that's the power of social media, though, you know. But you can meet.
It's access. It's access.
And I think the other thing,
are we grumpy at how they met?
You guys.
No, I'm saying maybe certain people outside of just me and Utebza, how they met or the speed in which they got married. 9 months. From being total strangers, having never seen each other on any space, and then boom, got married 9 months later. Because those are all those Jennifer Aniston type of Ashton Kutcher movies.
So uyemhlangeni uhlangana nechichi.
Boom.
Mese niyashada in 2 months, and you're saying that's too fast.
Yeah.
That's how it was done, though.
I'm asking a question.
For sure.
I'm asking a question.
But who are you asking? Rather make your point.
Yeah, but dito ama optics. I think it's how it looks. It's just how it looks. You know what I'm saying? And here's another thing to it. It's like, I feel like you kind of feel slighted when you know that probably, for example, you had to go a couple miles or a couple of kilometers down the thing to go get water. When nowadays, dog. And where now the lifestyle of Impompi, you experienced it when you were 64 years old, bro. And just because me, now I was born in Pompi's corner, you mad at me just for leaving the tap on, nigga? What? Hold on. I'm sorry. Just because I leave the tap on for 5 seconds. Hey, when we had to go down the road, get the water, shit like that, bro. Come on. I feel like it's that sort of example. Understand? They kicking their shit on TikTok. You can find something real. Get married, blah blah blah. Because young Sal is the same shit, bro. It's the optics, my boy.
Who am I asking? Buza ababalali. Because we've just had a very, 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 very sad event with Tusisi, who was on her second date with Umchita. Sure. Yeah?
Her second date.
It
was their first official date. They met before.
Or they met before?
Yeah,
first
it was their
official date.
first
Okay,
official
so
date, yeah.
it was the second time they meet each other. Which again is relatively fresh.
This one.
And long story short, for those that don't know, Usisi got murdered.
Sure.
So the question, brutally murdered.
Mm-hmm.
So the question is, how soon is soon?
Olerato Mongale.
R.I.P. Sisi.
Sure.
Justice for Olerato. Certain suspects have been
What happened?
shot and killed. One suspect. So we're hoping that
two accomplices have been arrested.
Ubaba,
parents.
Umkwanazi just deals
And then
with
two of the other
processes.
suspects are still on the run.
So
As we record this.
and obviously more things will always get unfolded, as we know within the system. Yala Mzansi. The question then, because she did everything right.
She did everything right.
According to what we deem, send location, talk to your friends, tell them where you're going, who you're going there with, and then obviously the tragedy still happened. Is it the speed? Is it the stranger? Is it the...
It's everything.
What is it about social
they
media?
They didn't meet on social media.
Where did they meet?
Oh, in the streets, I think in Bloom. That's why I wanted to ask Kuti, what's this got to do with social media? Moses Tole, who's the most prolific rapist and murderer South Africa's ever had, wasn't using social media to rape and butcher women. He was meeting them in the street, promising them jobs. At shy short left now. And then...
That's what I'm saying. There's never a right answer, and I guess
there's never a right answer.
Yeah, that's why from a woman's perspective, it's simple as, why do men do this? Like, what would push a man to get to a point where you murder this person? There's probably rape involved.
Mental degeneracy.
Like the why?
Why?
Mental
I'm saying women would
degeneracy
ask.
that came from something.
The fault is the man.
Okay.
Why did the man do these things? Like, what makes a man get to that point where picks up a lady, says we're going on a date, rape and kill?
I don't think women. I don't think women ask. Yes.
No, let me say. What I'm saying is that the past few days, all the women are saying, "Mara, why amachita aso?"
They're not asking.
I think they stating that men are the problem.
The reason I'm saying this is because Yazi Lento is sure as much as they weren't asking, and this is not a woman thing. But I'm gonna blame women.
Okay.
We as a society are not serious about fixing social ills.
No, we're not.
We pretend.
No, we're not.
Right.
We're not.
So when you ask why, depending on who you are, you get attacked, you get bashed. And some of us, when we ask why, we actually genuinely want to unpack. Whether you're going to say it's childhood trauma, molested as a kid, or you just want to conclude and say, we've gone through the whole checklist. Because what we'll speak about Olerato Mongale's story. We'll speak about Spusiso Lawrence. Who killed his ex-wife.
Yes.
We'll speak about other people, and then we'll even flip the genders and speak about Flabber's girlfriend. And we need to get to a why. Why did Flabber's girlfriend stab him many times? We want to know.
I think understanding and studying the mind of a psychopath. You have to, because then you start picking up certain things.
If it is a psychopath.
If it is a psychopath, or if it is a learned behavior, or if it is nature, or if it is a traumatic experience. But no one wants to say...
because sometimes it is, they underlie a whole lot of, decent characteristics. You know what I'm saying? Totally underneath the nice straight career, the nice straight smile, charming, energy, personality, feel me, kind, gentle. This nigga, bro. You feel me? Spike your thing. After you find out this nigga spikes niggas things. Oh, dude, thing, bro. Dead bodies, blah blah blah. Insurance murderings. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
he's a monster. Why? How did he become a monster?
Oh, it's crazy how with this chat, some people are gonna say we are justifying. It's so crazy. And we're now trying to figure out why.
Protecting monsters. No, we're trying to study so that we can prevent.
I wanna say
so that you don't have to overlook. So that you don't overlook. Because a whole lot of things are overlooked. As I said, they underlie a whole lot of positive, character traits, personality traits, things like that. They're a police officer, bro. You trust them. You know what I'm saying? Police officer, police van. Me sepsu. Hey, I'm trying to get home. Blah blah blah. I'm stranded. Nah, it's ambassadors. It's a police van. It's a group of thugs in uniform. Bro. You know what I'm saying? And the boy three probably gonna off that girl, do the unthinkable, blah blah blah. And the mutapeg. Nah, let me not expound on that one, bro. You know what I'm saying? But so that you don't overlook things like that. Because now, this is so deep. Because I was speaking about even the Ubuntu. I want Ubuntu. That's another thing. Trusting easily just because trusting something easy just because alright man, it's how we live. It's how I grew up. It's the values of Ubuntu. Oh my god. Strange motherfuckers out there, dog. I'm told, yes, you looked out for me once or twice. Now you're counting favor for favors. It's fine. Count the favor for favors. Maramina, I don't, for example, I don't stop and pick somebody up at night. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have you on another kind of favor. Marade, I'm gonna stop. Maybe you were gonna be a stranger. Pick up the toolie. You know what I'm saying? Whack me across the head. It was 2 a.m. my guy. I know it's you. You know what I'm saying? We got to Humbo Nangalea 5K last week. I know. But trust me, when you need something that doesn't have to involve me stopping at night, then I'll have you. Then that has to be okay, dog. It's an alternative. I would mind. And it's because I feel like no man. Well put together type shit. You know what I'm saying? So you trust her? You think she's gonna handle this service? I'm fit to redirect you to some other killers, bro. You thinking man. And the being Timby that she promised me she was gonna take care of this Wi-Fi connection for me. What the hell? She said she was gonna send the right people to come and deal with this connection and this cable here. Bro, Chiggy, you in like some cave, nigga. Being extorted, they held at ransom for 2M. Just because these Wi-Fi niggas knew your address. I'm just saying, bro.
No.
And because Losisi, you know what I'm saying? And she was looking appealing, you overlooked that fact. So now it's like, we have to break these things down. We have to break these things down so that, you know what I'm saying? We know how to read the signs, even though they're not obviously in our eyes, type shit like that.
You can go. I'll just say there's another woman that I spoke to in the week while this thing's happening. Phone.
No, kuluma when I relax.
So this lady said one of the mistakes this lady made was to get into a car on a first date. I was so happy she said that because I was also thinking it. She said that no, Mfetu, why would you don't know this guy? This guy is still a stranger in your life. Why do you go on a first date with Umchita Ekarin?
Why do you have a problem with that?
No, I'm saying she was also unpacking the why and figuring out, I think this lady was wrong by doing this. Okay. And she says the thing that this lady did that was not right was the fact that she got into a car with Umchita and they were meeting for the first time. Okay. She that thing shouldn't happen. She doesn't do that. When she goes on dates, I can't name the person. When she goes on dates, she doesn't do that. You will meet me at the restaurant and I will pick the restaurant. Because I know the area.
Why does that matter?
No, she was just saying.
No, I'm asking you. Forget her. I'm asking you.
I'm saying I was glad Wuti. I could speak to a woman and she was not fighting. Oh. And we're both unpacking Wuti. This could have been done. This could have been done. We're trying to unpack.
To see where could things have been done better. So
whereas with other women, I can't even say anything. Immediately, Baba, I'm wrong. Then I have to pull back.
But with hindsight, you can always ask, why didn't she bring another friend? Why didn't they double date? There's so many in hindsight. But again, if men are the problem, then can we study men? Can we study men? If you're gonna say
no one is interested in that,
no one.
Can we please continue? Please continue.
Because boyfriends are raping girlfriends, husbands are raping wives. They're saying uncles are raping their nieces. So okay, can we study the patterns then?
Sure, it happens.
No, Kenzeg. That's a fact.
Okay, sharp.
Kenzeg. You know, there's horrible dog shit that's happening. Are we not saying, okay, now so let's unpack what or why this person did what they did?
People are not interested. And we can say it's women, but it's a societal thing. What I wanted to say was,
But Lunga, if they're not interested, then how do we get to the root cause?
no, women don't need to be interested. Women,
Bro, I don't think it's even possible to have everybody interested, to have everybody on your side. I don't know if it was the second window, third window, or whatever, where I mentioned the prevalence of evil, bro. It's not about like eradicating the whole thing, because I don't think there's even something to be done. I don't think that's the point of dealing with evil. I don't think that's the point of how we could make good be dominant. I feel like you start where you at. You start at the corner that you're at, right? The little corner of the universe. Dog. And, you know, set the principles, bro. Set the values. Set the boundaries that you know, will ensure that you and the people that are closest to you adhere, or, you know, from you establishing shit like boundaries, people will have no choice but to adhere to those, especially if they fuck with you and they mess with you, they claim they care about you. You feel what I'm saying? So you move having established, you know, those principles that you think that you think even may bring about the best version of society. Start lapho kulelo khona lakho kuyo le room yakho nomntwana wakho nebaby mama lakho. You know what I'm saying? So that when the kid adopts those, they make a friend, those principles, they rub off on their friend, and their friend, they like, this is dope about my friend. They take that into their household, they try to share that to whoever's receptive to it, and then that's how we move. And it's not like, you know what I'm saying, trying to make everybody interested in the thing. Those that have an ear will hear. Simple as that.
can
type.
bash us all we want. As a machita, we then have to take it upon ourselves.
Whoa.
We don't need to ask their permission.
Whoa.
Let's go and fight.
Exactly. Take it upon yourself.
Permission to what? To solve? To what?
To ask these questions and have these
Oh,
conversations.
okay, sure,
so
sure.
even if women get affected,
Yeah.
my point is, I wanted to say
Lava
earlier,
affected the most as to why the monsters that might be in their bed can switch at any point. Ngoba babamba lento ukuthi uJesu why no Mary Magdalene.
ayikho leyo nto.
Ayikho lento.
Okay, what are you saying?
Ayikho leyo nto.
I pen
Khona
I'm uthini mfethu?
Ngiyaxolisayo qhubekani.
Ukhuluma ngani? Uthi uJoseph wenzeni?
Joseph,
They didn't speak to him
igama
first.
lakhe bekumary no
Uthi
Magdalene,
Joseph.
and then
I don't know.
they identified as
Speaking
something
about
else,
Jesu.
maybe another gender.
Intombi kaJesu. Ubani intombi
Intombi
kaJesu?
kaJesu.
uJesu wayenentombi kwakuba intombi kaJesu.
Mary Magdalene
Was that Jesus's
and the Holy Grail.
side piece or main?
His ball.
Wait, was Jesus married or he had a girlfriend? I'm confused, guys. Now.
According to
There's no
Penn,
such story.
Jesus
This
was
guy mentioned
snacking
Mary
on
Magdalene.
Mary Magdalene, according to Penn.
No matter why don't they mention it in the Bible, dog? Which they was involved, maybe a crush or some shit like that. Nah, Pinson, what's up, bro? I thought you was on a roll today, nigga. Hell nah, maybe we crush or something, dog. Can't have been, cause they don't mention it. Hey, mara, hey, I'm like conspiracy theories. Nah, let me not get into that one.
Jesus
Crazy.
was busy doing
Having
the
fun, he's a
pleasure
man.
to Mary Magdalene. That's disgusting, Penn. You're a disgusting man.
TD Jake
What
speaks
are you
about
saying about Joseph and God not asking permission to smash Mary? What did you say?
Hey, there's a story about a stepfather. There's a story about a stepfather.
I mean, he's the
that you
first
sent to me.
stepfather. But
We don't know about first.
Kodwa lesithombe
Kade amajazi ekhona.
esezwe AI umjito ubamba isithombe ubamba ingane ku AI ubamba ingane kodwa ku AI ubamba ibhanji igoqula ulithe ibhanji ekade sobamba amabhanji mfethu sobamba amabhanji
Stop with the
uthanda ingane
I'm not
uthanda
lying.
ingane uyabona le inendlebe zami.
I'm not lying. You need to
Well,
stop.
what did you say about God
No, we need to
and
stop.
smashing Mary around the corners? That's what you said before we recorded.
No.
No, you're exposing me, I'm exposing you.
So God is the original deadbeat. What happened this mama? Abamthandi?
But can
Whoa.
you please stop with the Christian
Sorry.
jokes?
I apologize.
Obviously, Mary. Hey,
God is the what? The original deadbeat. Damn, cause he left Jesus on the cross where he's like, yo. But the nigga asked me, he's like, yo, Father, forgive them though. Nah, but remember, because he was like, no, the criminals besides Jesus were like, yo, if you're the son of God, let him take you out of this misery. Let him take us out of this misery. And they started doubting him and stuff. Damn, deadbeat vibes. Nah, don't let me get off of this subject.
Mana.
Nah.
Sokhuluna lamachita
No, it's khona spirits ezithu. Khona spirit lesi Casper ne, bese khona spirit like ivodka.
Casper Nyovesti.
Nyolovo uthi
Naipi vodka, Piliato.
Agree that it's double barrel.
Who then becomes the subordinate?
Ask Utebza, it was his idea.
Yes, I'm asking.
Upensin believes in patriarchy. Buzu Utebza.
It says, okay, Mina, I'm going to sacrifice. We're going to sacrifice.
Mina sacrifice.
I don't care how powerful a family. I don't care how powerful. Mina, give me. Mawuzothi mhlambe
inqo zakho they're gonna change. Let's say you have a daughter.
Angenze nje example. I-daughter yami si powerful thing. Then I say to lo mfana fa ilobole i-daughter yami.
Nena solobola yena.
Silobola yena.
Yeah, me in my scenario. Solobola yena. He's changing his surname to us. Somlobola.
No,
Yeah.
Mlobolang, by the way. Sorry.
Yeah.
If you're a powerful family, no mangalobola. Bottom line is he's coming to get a lot.
He's coming into our family.
Ilobolo lakhe lizobuya multiples.
That's why I understand into ka TD Jakes. He
Mina
gave it.
lobola ingane yakho Mutsipe ngo 1 million.
Oh, come on, man.
Cause ngiyazi yabuya.
When are your daughter?
There's a contract.
Inqo samele change isibongo.
Mina ngeke.
Mina never.
Mina ngeke.
When are your daughter will change his name?
Uba.
Nyabuza.
Oh, if it's a double barrel njengosisi.
But you wanted to change his name, yes or no?
He must change the
One of the
surname.
worst things you can have. I apologize. I apologize.
My
to
sons will probably be like, oh, Little Wayne, igama elilodwa sikhohle ukuthi bani isibongo sa Little Wayne noma ukuthi isibongo sa bani uba. Those things are changing. So ukuthi mina ngibambeleke to into yabona khona abantu esingabazi ukuthi isibongo upele asazi isibongo sapele ukuthi subani but isazupele. So those type of things I'm precious, but I'm precious, but I'm not too precious.
I'm too precious, man.
You understand?
Yeah.
So one of the worst things you can have, and I apologize to Warren for this, is having a strong daughter. One of the worst. She struggles.
Yeah.
They struggle in life, and they tend to have tumultuous marriages.
Nah, ngidevelele my standards and these standards that are being placed and shit and like expectations. Ukuthi how a woman should be and behave and all that, and I feel like it's more prerequisites for women than men in terms of expectation and shit like that. But I was actually thinking about this little thing, right? I was like, even considering things like surnames, things like that, shit started somewhere. It had to start somewhere, right? And then wherever it did start, the nigga, like somebody had to coin okay, sisbiza umlo or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Who is that original one that did it? Because taking that into consideration, we can then speak about I then thought to myself, dog, then what's the difference between like that nigga and me, who can give my kids a surname, like create a surname for them, you know what I'm saying, based off of whatever, but I created them, right? And yes, there's the whole thing of lineage, dog, you didn't create yourself, blah blah blah, so you have to honor. I get all of that, right? I do get all of that. But the one that started, like, who gave them the authority to say, okay, maybe yes, the whole conversation of, we're trying to identify ourselves, identify with the spuma, you know what I mean? Cool, identity is cool. You know what I mean? The identification thing is cool, but you see, there was a reason. So the reason is the fact that, dog, I gave birth to y'all, bro. I gave birth to y'all, so I'm gonna give y'all a surname. What's up? Not necessarily the one that Engi's paired to me. Nah, he's born with me, Engi's paired. You know what I'm saying? But I'll create something for you, and then if anything, for the sake of the conversation of attachment, and don't forget the people, you know, blah blah blah, that came before you. Cool. Ngiyabaniga that surname, and then the surname that I'm currently using can be a part of Isthazel. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they call it in English. So they go ahead to Tagazel it up, and then just to use like the surname that I gave them as their original last name, nigga. Simple. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be Tagazel's the other stuff, bro. No cow.
Anyways,
But like I was thinking, like creating that shit. Yeah, but guys, like, hey, ninanzoba yang ton. The Magic 5. Yeah. Spongile the Magic 5. What's up? Guy. Nah, but that's just an example. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like be like I'm finna be goofy about it. Like my shit is visioned out. Like I have a whole vision, bro. Shit like that. But it's just I have to mark my authority. Okay, I need my we talking identity. We talking back in the day, maybe they used to identify with nose, but siba so, siba kasbanban, siba ngalinga semfuli, ngasiwa to. You understand? Okay, let me identify myself with the I am this. Cause you know what I'm saying? Shit gets kinda emotional sometimes, bro. If you not being seen, I mean, I feel like there's a pocket of human being, dog. I feel like there's a pocket of just human being that, you know, is unrecognized. You feel me? It may not be physically, but maybe mentally, maybe psychologically. I don't know, the things that you end up going through. Like there's nothing you living for. You live your whole life, you know what I'm saying, going through some shit, and meanwhile in your head, you know what I'm saying, you realize, okay, maybe the control issues that I have, maybe the fact that I'm so stingy, the fact that I'm so like alone, it's because I never was given the autonomy, dog, to do what I had to, even with my own body, my own mind. Had to fucking follow instruction all day, every day. Never, you know what I'm saying, had to live out my own desires, my own visions. I'm a human. I have those things. I have these emotions, these inclinations, all of that. Because I'm telling you, forgetting about yourself, dog, and repressing your own being, you end up realizing these things, at least quietly in your own space. You understand what I'm saying? But it ends up making you be like, you know what, bro, I did not ask to be here. I did not ask to, like, bro, because now I'm alive, I have to make money to survive. For example, before I can grab a piece of something that's a food item to put in my mouth, I have to go sweat out there in the sun, in the rain, and the blah blah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, fuck, I ain't asked for that, but it's the model that I got here. And whoever started that, we are feeling his mark. We are feeling his identity. We don't have to know who it was, but we're feeling his identity. So a nigga with a chip on their shoulders, obviously it makes them think the same way. Like, yo, I was forced. My bad for the nihilistic kind of like talk, the nihilistic energy. But it's kind of like, yo, fuck, bro. This is the revenge of my me right now. You know what I'm saying? My vision. Let me get my get back. Cool. Now I have to leave a mark where my identity can be felt. You see what I'm saying? I'm cooking. So, bro, you spend your whole life, you like, God damn, this, that, and the third. I had to listen to these whack ass niggas, da 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 da. I'm trying to do my own thing. I have to leave my own mark. I'm gonna create a surname for my kids. Like I could create it from literally nothing. On my syllables that you ain't never heard put together before. Yeah. Give them that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, man, make some power moves, go up career wise, whatever. Build a legacy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe let's say, for example, you be the first one in your family lineage, generation, or whatever, to build something formidable, like crazy, colossal, you feel me? And then whatever that you've named that whole empire, just take that and say, That's my kid's surname right there. It's an identity, like, you know what I'm saying? Their creator, umzali wabo, created this thing. So why wouldn't they carry that name? I'm talking about universally. So everybody from this point is getting this name for as long as they came from out of my seed, my sack, nigga. You feel me? I feel like these are the ways that you know, end up just looking at the world like, alright, cool. Ain't nothing coming together, blah, blah, blah. Nah. There's a reason why you work quietly. Keep your head down and keep pushing, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get your get back one day. That's just how I see it. You're going to get your power, like, felt one day, bro. And, like, God is not stupid, you feel me? Like, everybody gets their time.
I mean, I prefer strong thought.
Let's prepare ourselves for that.
I said, you see this app label, no? I mean, I prefer strong thought.
And she must marry a strong man as well.
She must marry a soft man, man. She must dominate him, man.
Oh, you don't want that, because then you're going to have your grandkids are going to be marshmallow boys, marshmallow girls. Because now you have to raise these grandkids.
No, they're not gonna be marshmallow, dog, because the mom is gonna be hard as fuck. So if the mom is hard as fuck, the nurture is hard as fuck. You feel me? Okay, unless the dad is like, also nah, obviously they're not even gonna last. They're not even gonna last a long time. It's just gonna be a matter of like when they're gonna, you know, when that unity is gonna be divided. But then, if the dad is okay with bringing the feminine. You know, they're gonna have the balance. It's gonna be cool. I feel like it's about balance, dog, at the end of the day, with this whole shit.
Okay, even the offspring from there.
I just don't believe in other families. And
infidelity has to get punished somehow.
Not with death.
Okay, sure, not with death. Okay, perfect. Let's say we align there. Infidelity needs to be punished somehow, because I know what if umchita a shine tomazane or whatever, he gets punished according to society. Why is infidelity on both sides, by the way, so that I can stay consistent? Umchito chiselo sisi and usiso chiselo umchita. On both sides, if I can remain consistent. Why is infidelity, which breaks down the moral fabric of society, not being punished? So give me
damn, we're gonna punish it with death. Infidelity. Hey man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm fine. When your emotions get crushed off of some infidelity vibes, it's like, or some promiscuous vibes, like it does feel like death. I'm not gonna lie, it feels like death, bro. This nigga said punish them by death. Because you got cheated on, nigga. That's why I said this nigga, bro. When it comes to the females, it's like the extra sensitive, bro. I think Sue get that. Maybe it's not about no female thing.
What if infidelity is a
my
normal
bad.
thing?
No. If
buddy.
we are trying to build society, what we've seen is that the reason why is because people no longer put value.
We're just living through the times now.
Right.
The world has always been like this. The thing is, now we're living through it. Even our grandchildren they'll be like, hey, the world is here.
I look at surface level, because again, I don't know it deeper. But surface level with certain religions where like, and I don't like the fact that it's only true for one and not for the other.
Yeah.
But where if Osisi cheats, then they stone her, or whatever the case may be. Because I believe with there's a certain morality that aligns with that. I think it should happen both ways.
Sure.
And I think again, because if you've ever been cheated on, that's worse than being punched in the fucking nuts.
Ooh, you know, I just said that.
Especially if you.
Didn't I just say that? It feels like death, buddy.
You know,
it
so
does.
Here's the thing: when you go to the
no. Doesn't mean be soft when you say this. What soft when you say nah, but it doesn't mean you soft when you say this. Right? It's an acknowledgement of your human nature, dog. You're gonna respect my my emotional vulnerabilities the same way that I'm finna respect yours. You understand what I'm saying? And that being taken seriously, bro. I feel like I'm part of the generation where it's literally like, yo, men have to cry, dog. What? to get your stuff, to get your emotions like nice and healthy and regulated and acclimate and situated and everything aided.
Average guy, and you say, would you want a guy to punch you as hard as he can in the nuts, or the girl that you love with everything, ne, to cheat on you? I think for the most part, guys will be like, okay, let me just get punched in the nuts. But criminally, that guy could get arrested for punching, for assaulting. But law Febile, nothing.
Nothing happens.
You must walk away.
Ufune mic tube mfethu.
No.
Damn, Penson.
Good, yeah. So I just wanted to ask.
Hey, he pissed, bro. Hey, he heated. Hey, Penson is
Because in my
heated,
mind,
bro.
like, umshado fanele ngabe ubekele mhlawumbe abantu who are of a certain level of qualification.
Iskolo.
No, and I say qualification in terms
Not the
of,
school
let's
necessarily.
say, a certain, maybe as long as it's criteria.
He's right.
Human beinghood.
Heartburn is caused by stomach acid.
You get what I'm saying? A certain level of human, certain level of character, you know what I'm saying? All that kind of shit. Kind of shit that makes a human fully
So
rounded
with
type shit.
sport,
Okay.
the people that will play in the best league are the elite
Athletes.
athletes,
Yeah.
right? So it's like you can't chance your way there.
Sure.
So I'm almost thinking of it in this way to say,
You shouldn't chance your way into marriage.
shouldn't people who eventually get into that covenant of marriage, right? Shouldn't they go through some sort of like,
A rite of passage.
yeah.
But doesn't that already happen, or isn't that supposed to happen?
No, I'm saying, shouldn't there be maybe more stringent sort of measures around that?
But you're arguing that
religion,
you're arguing that you assume that people that go through rigorous rites of passage are more moral and will be less.
No. I get it, Pella.
But at least we've set the base on how you should behave. Whether you're gonna do it or not is another conversation.
In service of this thing that you're about to take on, because if you're going to get into a team, now you're into maybe, let's say, the first.
You got video when the lady was
yeah.
dead.
Was this so Lawrence?
No, there was a wake up every day is family.
I'm not
Season.
Identity is based on living a legacy. I wake up because of this.
Yes, like what am I waking up
You
for?
know, like I wake up for those things, you know. I think ngahlanya, bro. Yeah. I'd go mad.
I know I wake up, one of my main driving forces why I wake up every day is family.
I'm ngahlanya, bro.
Season.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm fit.